The U.S. Capitol is in many ways the biggest church in America. It's where representatives gather to solve problems. Your local church was designed to do the same thing on a community level. Long before the 24-hour news cycle, before the printing press, and centuries before the first ping of a smartphone, there was only one place to find out what was actually happening in your world: the church. But it wasn't just a sanctuary for the soul. It was the original internet hub. In an era where literacy was a luxury and travel was rare, the church was the central server where data was uploaded and distributed. When you walked through those stone arches, you weren't just there for a sermon. This was the headquarters for your local reality. This was where you learned about the latest laws, property disputes, and tax changes. If the king declared war or if the town council changed the price of grain, you heard it here first. Historically, if you weren't at the church, you weren't just spiritually disconnected, you were politically blind. The pulpit was the megaphone of the age, positioned so one voice could reach every ear in the parish. Somewhere along the line, we traded collective information for individualism. We were told that the church is for your personal soul, while the news and the government are for society. We separated the spiritual from the civic, and in doing so, we lost the hub that once held us together. You cannot claim to love your neighbor if you don't know the quality of the neighborhood they're forced to live in. You can't separate your faith from the housing crisis, the hunger in your school district, or the laws being passed in your city hall. Think about it. The U.S. Capitol is in many ways the biggest church in America. It's where representatives gather to solve problems. Your local church was designed to do the same thing on a community level. If we only talk about ancient history on Sundays while ignoring the hunger and housing issues outside our doors, we've made the message irrelevant. It's time to stop being a refugee waiting for a better world and start being a representative building one. Connect the dots between your community, your history, and your future. Like, share, and subscribe if you're ready to reclaim the hub. Have a blessed day.